Hey guys, my name is Tito. I make videos on personal finance on my other channel. On this channel, I talk about other things, like today when I'll be reviewing episode 1 of the new Netflix series, Blood Sisters. Now, Blood Sisters stars dima-okojie and Nancy Isime, and it's from Ebony Life Films or Ebony Life Studios. And if you remember, Ebony Life Studios brought us Chief Daddy 2 earlier in the year, and that wasn't really well received. So the stakes were a bit high for this series, Blood Sisters, and that's just putting it lightly. Anyway, let's dive into it and talk about episode 1 of Blood Sisters, which was titled A Bloody Affair. Now, two things very quickly. If you haven't seen Blood Sisters, please go and watch it on Netflix, then come back and watch this review because this review will be spoiler filled. Secondly, please like this video by clicking on the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel as well by clicking on the red subscribe button. Those two things are very important. Do them. Now, Blood Sisters, right? Synopsis, quick synopsis. Kola, rich guy, influential family, is getting married to Sarah. Kola is an abusive guy. On their traditional wedding day, he actually is physically abusing Sarah, and Sarah's best friend Kemi walks in, tries to intervene, and mistakenly pops the guy. She pops the groom, and now they have a body to try and get rid of. There's meant to be a wedding, there's no groom, all that jazz. That's what this series was essentially about, at least so I thought, but it turns out that it was so much more than that, and I appreciated that, and I appreciate the fact that this was a series and not a movie. This review of episode 1 is pretty much going to be me talking about what I liked about this episode, so let's just talk about it. Let's just dive into it. The things I liked about episode 1 of Blood Sisters. I like the fact that it was a series and not a movie, and because it was a series, they had the time to really stretch out the story, to let the story breathe, to introduce different characters, to develop different characters, and I really, really appreciated that. This would have been a whole different production if this was a movie. I also liked the styling. The outfits looked amazing. The colors were fantastic. Yolanda Okereke did a fantastic job. She's a wardrobe consultant or costume designer for, big productions, movie productions and TV productions. And I think this was her finest work in my opinion. The outfits were amazing. I really loved that. The lines, the dialogue, they were all really good. The scenes, the sets were fantastic. There was a frame in episode 1 where, Sarah collects the palm wine from her father and turns around to go and look for her groom to, bring to her father. And that scene, that image, I can't say the SHOT word because YouTube would think I'm talking about something else, but that frame or that image was fantastic. It looked so beautiful, and I really, really loved when the band was singing Roju by Chike. It was fantastic. I think that was my favorite moment in episode 1. Those are some of the things that I liked about it. The costuming, the colors, but just the visuals mainly, the acting and the story and how the story developed were actually really nice in episode 1. Now, this series really is star-studded, and I think my favorite performance in episode 1 was from Deyemi Okanlawon. He was very convincing. I mean, he really gave it his all. I think this was the only episode that he was in. Every other time he appears in the series was like as a flashback, but he was predominant in episode 1 and he did really well. His fight scene with Maurice Sam's character was good. I mean, it wasn't like out of this world, but it was one of the best choreographed fight scenes I've seen in a Nollywood production in a very long time. I enjoyed it. It looked authentic. Why they didn't attract or draw attention, I do not know, but anyways, it was a good scene. And yeah, Deyemi's performance was the one that really stood out for me in episode 1. I was surprised to see Henshaw playing his mother. I think because I know the age difference isn't that wide between both actors. I wish they had aged Kate Henshaw's character a bit more, maybe by putting some gray hairs in her wig or in her hair. I think that would have made her look like, she could have been Deyemi's character's mother. But aside from that, performances were fantastic. Uche Jumbo did a great job. I laughed at her jokes when, she checked into the hotel with her husband. Dima-okojie. Real quick, I didn't expect to enjoy Ini's performance because, to be honest, most of the times that I see Ini in productions or in movies or TV series, she plays the victim, and she was also the victim in this one, but it didn't last too long. I thought that she was going to be the victim throughout this entire series. Luckily, that wasn't the case, so that let me see variety in, Ini's performance, and I was happy about that. So she did a good job. I was worried, but I guess the fact that her attacker only lasted in one episode, you know, kind of saved the day. Well, that's what I thought about episode 1 of Blood Sisters. What did you think about it? What did you think about the performances? Which performance was your favorite? Do you think the series started on a good note? What did you think about the outfits, the costumes, the colors, all that good stuff? Let me know in the comment section down below. Now also, please guys, remember to like this video by clicking on the like button and subscribe to my channel as well by clicking on the red subscribe button. On this channel, I don't just do Nollywood movie reviews, I also talk about relationships. To check out my Nollywood reviews or my relationship videos, you can click the card in the corner of the screen to check them out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please feel free to join me like right now as I review episode 2 of Blood Sisters in the next video. Take care.